the end of our first week, ladies and gentlemen. Amazing. Oh. It went by like a dream. I mean it. I thank you all for being here, and I thank you so much for tuning in at home. Let's say hello to my Ed McMahon, my pal, formerly of The Apprentice, currently of the Tony Danza Show, Vitrini.
Thank you.
Good morning, Vitrini.
Good morning. Speaking of The Apprentice, we have Bradford tonight.
What's that?
We have Bradford coming in today.
Oh, I know, yes. So I know you're all excited about that. I'm not ready to talk about that yet.
Okay.
Oh, you know, before I get started, just on a serious note, you know, that hurricane, Ivan, it hit Pensacola pretty hard. So we're, you know, we send out our thoughts and our prayers to the people on the Gulf Coast, especially in Pensacola, because it was really devastating. And if you want to help, folks, please go to the Red Cross. On the internet, it's redcross.org, okay? So I know they need some help. And one other thing that I don't want to bring us all down, but there's a terrible New York story. Two detectives from Brooklyn, Detective Rafferty and Detective Parker. I guess these guys were just the best kind of cops, some of the finest of New York's finest, and they were killed the other night. And so our thoughts and prayers go out to their families and their colleagues. Anyway, so now where do you go from there, Tone? Okay, anyway, but anyway, I'll tell you where I go. You know, yesterday, I don't know if you noticed, if you watched the show, I did a lot of skating yesterday. I got to bring out my rollerblades and skate around, right?
I saw that.
Well, you know what happened yesterday? Great, you know, this New York thing has got me going, you know. So I went skating in the park. I skated down the block, went into the park, and this park is the most amazing thing you've ever seen. I mean, it's this living, breathing sort of conglomeration of all these activities going on, you know. I mean, there's skaters and bikers and runners and baseball games going on, and little kids with their parents with the biggest smiles you've ever seen in your life, and the leaves are just starting to think about changing, so the colors are changing in there, and there's something about that park that it does something to people. I mean it. It makes you want to kiss your wife or hug your girlfriend. I tell you, a lot of activities in the park, you know. But it's just unbelievable, you know. It's just so great to be here, you know. Yeah. So, all right, so I know you're dying to talk. I want to tell you first, I watched Survivor last night. I watched Survivor.
It was a toss-up.
I kind of liked it. I kind of liked it, yeah. They voted that guy Brooke off.
I didn't get that, though.
They should have just voted him off on the plane and got it over with.
Right. What did he do?
Why'd they wait? Gee, and he was a big, strong kid. They were worried about him.
Whatever.
But you know what was great? The women beat the men. And it was more a physical thing. Not only did they beat the men mentally, but they beat them physically. It was pretty amazing.
And they found the camp, and they weren't initiated into the... Did you see that? How they were left out of the whole initiation process?
Yeah, but I just thought when they got into that challenge, they had to crawl through mud, and then they had to get across that beam, and the one guy, he looked like he had a few drinks. Anyway, well, couldn't get across. So did you have another party last night? Because, of course, The Apprentice 2 was on.
Yeah, I'm giving up on the parties. Everybody talks and I can't hear a word. I'm like, I'm vicious when I'm watching The Apprentice. It's
now wait a minute, Vitrini, let me just say something, okay? First of all, it's super-sized.
I know.
Okay, you know, you're happy about that. It's super-sized. Even McDonald's doesn't super-size anymore. I mean, it's like it's a long show.
It was good, though. How good was that?
It's a long way to Tipperary, you know. It really is. It's a long way to Tipperary. It's a long way to go. It's a long way to Tipperary, to the sweetest gal I know. All right, come on. I know. Those World War I songs are always big nowadays. We have a clip, you know. We got a little clip.
I know. I was going to say, as much as I want to talk about The Apprentice, I was flipping through Survivor and Joey last night.
Oh, you really?
And I caught a little shout-out to you.
In Joey?
Oh, yeah. Check it out.
You got a clip?
Yeah.
I'll look.
Well, the woman said to look for the handsome genius accompanied by the Tony Danza escort gentleman.
Hey, you really think I look like Tony Danza? Hey, good enough, come on.
Wow. Yeah, it's funny.
I was so proud.
Oh, man, that's great. It's like, you know, wow. You know, I'll be honest with you. You know, I gave a little shout-out to him earlier in the week because I liked the first show, and he's a good guy, so I wish him a lot of luck. Now, I have a clip of The Apprentice.
Oh, no.
We clipped out here today. We got clips all over the place. Let's show that clip.
All right.
I'll be honest with you. I think that I performed up to my abilities on this task. I'd be willing to waive my exemption.
Okay.
that last lady's look said it all, huh? No. So what happened, folks? For those of you who didn't see the show, not everybody watched The Apprentice last night. Bradford, this guy who we have on the show today, he was exempt. He had immunity. By the way, it's not like I watch these things all the time, but now I'm a talk show host. I have to watch them all. So he had immunity, but he thought he did so well in the game that he waived his immunity, and that led to his demise.
He was good.
He was good.
Yeah, he was good.
You know, well, we're going to talk to him about him that later. Yeah, you know. I also want to say, you know, tonight is Barbara Walters' last show on 2020. You know, we want to wish her good luck. Well, kind of bothers me, though. Kind of bothers me, though, because, you know, 20 years. No. I never got on. 20 years I never got on.
25 years.
25 years I never got on. Oh, why do they call it 2020? What is that? You know what else happened yesterday? This is cool. This kills me. Avril Lavigne's people called our office, called the Tony Danza show, looking for Paris Hilton.
What?
Wait, my show is putting people together. I like that. What else, Katrina? What else you got? You got anything else you want to talk about, or else we're going to have to play our game?
Let's play our game.
You want to play the game?
I want to play our game.
Everybody want to play the game? Okay. Okay. Hi, Allison. Well, Vitrini, this is the time, you know, this is my favorite part of the show. It's when I give a home viewer the chance to win up to $5,000 from Disney's Visa by asking them a question about a subject that they told us they were an expert in. It's a little game we like to call Extravaganza. On the phone today, we have Beth McMichael from Detroit, Michigan, who watches us on WDIV, Channel 4. Beth, are you there?
Yes, I am. Good morning, Tony.
How are you, Beth?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
I'm really well, thank you. You know, it's the end of my first week, so I'm excited. I feel really good about the week. We're actually going to show a little clip tape of some of the high points of the week at the end of the show.
Oh, great. I'll get to see it today because it airs here later on.
Oh, well, we got to get a better time slot in your neighborhood.
Yes,
okay.
we do.
Anyway, so what do you do in Detroit?
I am a part-time bookkeeper and a mother of two wonderful troublemaking boys.
Well, you're busy. You're
Yes,
a busy
I am.
lady. Okay. Well, okay. So what is it that you claim to be an expert in?
Donny Osmond.
Oh, Donny Osmond.
You know, Tony, I was so in love with him when I was little. I was going to marry him, and then he went off and married Debbie.
Yeah.
Crushed me.
You're crushed. Well, let's see if you can get something out of this romance. Here we are.
Okay.
All right, we're going to put you to the test. I'm going to ask you one question about Donny Osmond.
Okay.
And you'll have a chance to win anywhere from $1,000 to the grand prize, $5,000. Get us going, Vitrini.
Mm-hmm. Beth, I'm going to reach in here and pick you a number from 1 to 5. 5. Here we go. Slot number 5. We want 5,000. Get over there. Get over there.
All right. Yes. Okay, Beth. You'll be paying for $2,500 on a Disney Visa gift card.
Okay, perfect. I'm ready.
All right, you get 15 seconds, okay? And only one guess.
Okay.
The clock starts when I finish reading the question. Put 15 seconds on the clock. Here we go. Okay, at the end of the film, Goin' Coconuts, Donny Osmond sings a song in Hawaiian, which also serves as the music in the enchanted Tiki Room at Disneyland. What is that song?
Oh, no, I don't know it.
Oh, come on. I thought you were an expert.
I am, but I can see the movie, but I cannot hear the song.
Take a guess. Where was
It's
it
a Small
set? Where
World
was
After All.
What's that?
It's a small world after all?
Ah, no, that's in that Small World thing. No, it's called the Hawaiian War Chant.
Oh.
Yeah, but I'm sorry.
I can see the movie. And actually, I have a copy of the movie downstairs.
Yeah, well, it's not doing you much good right about
No,
now.
it's not.
I'm sorry, Beth,
That's
but listen,
okay.
we're going to send you a $100 gift certificate from Bed Bath & Beyond, and thanks for playing Extravaganza.
And congratulations on the show, Tony.
Remember, folks, if you know a lot about any subject, no matter how obscure it is, and you want the chance to win up to $5,000, go to our website, let us know. We love giving away other people's money. We got a great show for you today, folks. Movie star and New York Times best-selling author Jamie Lee Curtis is here. And since It's Friday, and we're celebrating the end of the first week, and Jamie Lee's big movie was Freaky Friday. She's brought DVDs to give to everyone in the audience. We have Donald Trump's latest apprentice casualty from last night. Bradford is here. We got to talk to him. What was he thinking? Leeza Gibbons is going to teach us how to make incredible scrapbooks. And I'll show you what happened when I went up to Watkins Glen and worked in the pit at Nascar. Oh, you got to see this. So please, stick around.
Next, see what happens when 5-year-olds interview Jamie Lee Curtis. Later, what really went on in the boardroom on last night's Apprentice? Find out from the freshly fired Bradford.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. One of the things that's great about having my own show is that I know a lot of the people who actually come on, and I know this woman, and I love this woman. Not only did she star in one of last summer's most successful films, Freaky Friday, but she's also just written her 6th children's book, the name of which is It's Hard to Be 5. Please welcome Jamie Lee Curtis. Come on.
Very nice.
I'm going to go this way. Oh.
Congratulations, first of all, end of TGIF, end of the first week. I think, you know, it is better to give than to receive. So since you gave me the lovely George Foreman Hot Metals Grill as part of my guest gift, I'm giving it back to you to say congratulations, and it's a first week.
Let me have it.
TGIF.
Well, I appreciate that. But
Isn't there a big few now for you? Don't you feel that at the end of your first week?
Well,
it's like...
Well, I think, you know, it is a bit of a... It's amazing.
It's daunting.
It's very daunting. It's the ultimate multitask because you have 18 things going on at once.
Exactly.
Plus, there's all the other stuff, the promotion and the...
And you're a man.
And what does that mean?
That means that you're not used to multitasking. My estrogen posse over there is like going like this, right on. From New Jersey. Well, actually, as I was standing there waiting to go out, because of course, you know, I'm going on television, and I don't dress like this normally, just duh. And so, you know, I'm kind of pulling myself together, going, okay, what shall I wear on Tony's show? And I was like, oh, it's kind of casual, but kind of good. So I said, I know, I'll wear the kind of classic white shirt with the pink sweater. And then I looked, and then there's like my sister there. Why? I was like, oh, I've got it right, thank God. But the multitasking thing is a very female-oriented issue. And it isn't, most men get to live, I think, a fairly kind of singular life. They get up, they scratch. You know? And then, but, you know, by the time you've scratched, I think I've filled out 5 college applications, you know?
Yeah. Well, you know, I know you have, Annie have 2 kids. You got Annie and Tom.
Annie's in her senior year in high school.
And I have a senior as well, Katie. And my wife is consumed with college.
Well, it is a consuming effort.
Yeah. It's hard. It's a lot of pressure on the kids to get into a good school. And
you know what? There's so many good schools.
Yeah, that's
Tony.
the thing.
The thing that's so weird is we all live in these cities where the high school, or going from middle school to high school, if you have the privilege of going to a private school, trying to get into those schools is incredibly difficult. I think getting into kindergarten is difficult.
That was tough.
There are there are so many wonderful colleges, and as long as your children aren't falling into the trap of there are 3 colleges to go to, and if I don't get into one of them, my life is over. I got to tell you, I am the complete underachiever. I got 400 on my SATs. You know, I barely got into a college.
I'm not mentioning my SATs.
Well, but I'm saying it was not the barometer by which my entire life was, you know. I'm not a scholar. I was never a student.
What about what's happening? I read that you're retiring. You don't want to act anymore?
Well, you know, I want your job.
Well, come on. No, seriously, you were in one of the best. You got a Golden Globe nomination last year with Freaky Friday. I mean, it was a great. It was great. It was great. Wait, I have it here.
You have my Golden Globe nomination.
I don't have your Golden Globe, but I have a photo.
Yeah, no, it was good. It was, you know, right before I did Freaky Friday, I actually had written a book about self-esteem. And had talked a lot about my own self-esteem and about being sober 6 years at the time, 5 years at the time. And really felt like at 44, whatever, that I was really moving on in my life and felt that the chances that I would ever headline a movie again would never happen.
Mm-hmm.
And it just so happened that in a weird way, by letting it go and going, it's okay, this is what's going to be, and really being happy. I wrote books for children. I have 2 children, a marriage, a life, and family, and parents, and I had a very full life. All of a sudden, by saying that, saying I'm going to let my hair go gray, this is who I am, I'm very happy to be this, all of a sudden, out of the blue, I got this call that someone had stepped out of the movie and they needed somebody to fill the slot that day.
Who stepped down?
Oh, I don't want to say. That's not nice.
Yeah, but we kind of want to know.
No, because
All right.
it's irrelevant.
Yeah.
The point is, that person had a scheduling conflict. They stepped out. I stepped in, had the greatest time, certainly, of my career. And now, all of a sudden, I'm kind of, in a weird way, back in the movie business, in a place, but in a wonderful way, because I don't need it anymore. I've had, some wonderful success, and it, quite frankly, Tony, didn't fill in the void.
It didn't.
You think you're going to get that kind of success, and that's going to be the thing that makes you feel great about yourself. And the truth is that didn't happen for me.
When we come back, we're going to talk about your new book.
I have a new book.
A new book, and also, we got some, since, we do this thing on the show about people that are experts, we got some 5-year-olds. I want to ask you about your book.
Oh, yes?
Okay,
you
so
got
we'll be right back with Jamie Lee
fabulous.
Curtis.
Later, it's life in the fast lane as Tony takes on Nascar. Still to come, meet the latest apprentice candidate to hear the words, "You're fired, Bradford."
Coming up on the next Tony Danza show, Everybody Loves Raymond, the sitcom and the comedian. The hilarious Ray Romano will join us. And when he and I race in the sitcom 500, our audience will win big. Also, I love to cook, and in our kitchen we'll have the master of the 30-minute meal, Rachel Ray. And from Hope and Faith, Ted McGinley. Where is she? Plus Tuesday, meet the new Miss America right here, live. Please don't miss the next Tony Danza show. Look at that city. We're back with Jamie Lee Curtis now. So you've written 6 children's books.
This is my 6th
So
book.
let me ask you, how did you decide to do that?
I was listening to my 4-year-old one day talk about her past, and it made me laugh. My 4-year-old was talking about the good old days. And I wrote this series of things down, and at the end of it made me cry. And I realized it was a book for children and it turned out to be my first book, which was called When I Was Little, a 4-year-old's memoir of her youth, which turned out to be kind of a book. And then from that, then my next book, and so the next thing I knew, I was a children's book author, again, somebody who was probably the last person I would ever think would write books would be me.
The new book is called It's Hard to Be 5.
Learning how to work my control panel.
Yes. Okay. So here we have some kids who
want. Well, this is a great idea. I've never done this. I love this.
Ask you some questions. And
okay.
where do you see these kids? It looks like somebody drew them. But anyway, let's go to the videotape, as Warner Wolf used to say.
What's the most trouble that you've ever got into?
Jane, the most trouble I ever got into was when I was in 7th grade. Did you guys see Freaky Friday? Yes. Okay, remember when Lindsay's character takes the SAT test and erases all the answers? We had an assignment due. There was a girl I didn't like, and the job was it was a writing assignment, bring it to the teacher's office and leave it on her desk. And when I went to turn mine in, the girl who I didn't like's paper had just been turned in, and I took it off the thing and hid it in the office somewhere. And someone, I guess, saw me do it or something. Anyway, I got in trouble. But then I got in trouble, and I got suspended for the day, and I got sent to the principal's office, and they said, call your mother. And so when I went to the nurse to call my mother, she said, what's your number? 2735117. And she dialed it, and I sat there going, please don't answer, and nobody answered. Oh. And then she dialed it again, nobody answered, and then school was over, and I got to go home, and they never told my parents.
Oh, man. We lucked out. Next question.
What do you like to eat?
Oh, Stephanie, I love you. Well, my secret, like, if I have a thing that I have some self-control issues about, would be like sweet nuts, like those kind of caramelized, like toffee kind of nutty kind of things, like pralines. I have a little problem with that, and cereal. I like cereal.
You have a problem with cereal?
I do. I like a nice granola.
Okay.
I like a nice, but I like kind of handfuls of it. And granola, as we know, is quite high in fat.
All right. Okay. The next question, please.
This is fun.
What do you like better, being a kid or an adult?
Well, I think for my behavior here today is that clearly I am much more aligned with being a child, which is probably why Freaky Friday turned out to be so good, because I have been a kind of like basically a child trapped in some sort of lovely pink and white ensemble with the Air Maze belt. So I'm pretending to be the adult, but I actually am very identified with children.
I think, you know, if we can all have a bit of the...
Like Tony Danza, I might say.
A little bit of the kid in you. It's very good.
Like a Mr. Danza.
Let's go to the videotape.
Did you have to eat your broccoli?
I mean, I told you the kids look like somebody drew them.
Nadia. I did eat my broccoli. I ate my broccoli, and I ate all my green leafy vegetables because, as we know, they're very good for you. But, of course, now, when I grew up, it was broccoli and Brussels sprouts and, you know, nasty things. Now, there's edamame.
What's edamame?
Edamame are the little Japanese soybeans.
Oh.
And you know, you give a handful of edamame, which are all pure protein.
Oh, is that right?
With a little butter and salt. Hello!
You know, see, in my house...
So fabulous.
You know, in my house, I figured out something, too. You take broccoli, make it in garlic and oil.
Oh, garlic and oil, I know.
Yeah.
You make the garlic and oil.
Kids eat it like crazy.
You steam them and they dip it.
We got time for one more question? Let's see. There's one more question.
Let's go.
Do you have any pets?
Oh, Samantha, I do. I have too many pets. Pets are good, but they need love and attention, and I sadly don't give mine enough. I have 3 dogs, a cat that survived living in a canyon with coyotes for many, many years. We have no idea how. 2 birds, and I think my son is going to get a pet. I think at 8 we're going to move into the first, like, this is your job pet.
Dog?
No, that's too much of my job.
Okay.
You know, there's a specific part of that job that I do a lot of that I don't want to do it much.
Hamster.
I'm thinking like a lizard.
Okay.
Like an iguana.
You know, folks, guess what? Everybody, if you look under your seats, Jamie brought a whole bunch of books for you. It's really terrific. It's hard to be finding in bookstores right now, and Jamie, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
His first week!
Yeah. We'll be right back.
Next, Tony suits up and hits the track at Nascar. Monday, the star of Everybody Loves Raymond, the hilarious Ray Romano.
I know that horse. You know. NASCAR is the #1 spectator sport in the world, in America, with over 40% of the fans are women. Did you know that, Katrina? You didn't know that, probably. I was invited by the Ganassi racing team to work in their pit and do everything else at the track. It was unbelievable. And so I went up there, up to Watkins Glen, to see what all the excitement is about firsthand. So this is my NASCAR adventure. Here he comes. Here we go now. Wow, NASCAR.
The competition, the thrill, the roar of the engines, the smell of the brakes and the clutch.
That's racing.
Hi, Tony. I'm Chris Morris.
Okay,
pleasure to meet you. I understand that you're going to be helping Chip Ganaski's teams this week.
Yeah, I am.
One of the first jobs you need to learn to work with racing is how to be a spotter. We make sure that the car is safe the whole time it's on the racetrack. Okay, Casey, here we go again. If he's running high and the wreck's in front of him, I tell him go low, go low.
Taking over 2 seconds off without adjusting the car. Trying to get on that brake, he's going to end up in that sand, in that gravel pit. I'm on this, I'm telling you, Chris. Spotter, very important. Okay. This is garage row. This is where the work gets done. This is our spot. So, hey, Case, what do you say?
Good to see you, man. I heard you came to help us out a little bit.
Yeah, anything I can do to help the team.
Awesome. We're glad to have you.
I appreciate it, Case. Thanks very much.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Team Ganassi. You hear it rumbling in here.
I got my gun. Got my 2 tires off. And I didn't hurt myself. Pretty good.
Everything's all right under here.
All right,
Huh?
you ready for the pit?
Nice to have you here.
I've been spotting. I took off tires. I disconnected shocks. I mean, you gotta see me. I think I messed up the car, though.
Hands-on. You messed it up.
I'm just afraid I messed them
I'm
up.
glad you're working on everybody else's car now.
I want to drive. So I'm here with Sterling, and we're going around. We're going to go in the pace car. Oh, yeah. Oh. You want to hit that bump. Sterling, thanks.
All right, man. No problem.
Okay, so now we'll see another member of the Ganassi team, Jamie McMurray.
If you're going to be in my pits, I got a present for you. I got a surprise. Come on in here, check this out.
All right.
You got to have a fire suit. You can't do it without a fire suit. So,
man.
I'm going to put this on.
Where do you see what I look like in this? I can't believe it. Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I'm ready.
Hello, Nascar fans. Welcome to race day.
As close as I get to driving the car. I gotta go change my shirt because it's time for me to start the race.
And the honorary starter for today's race is none other than Tony Danza.
It's time to race.
We're underway at Glen.
Now we're running 7. He's the fastest car on lap 2.
Jamie McMurray making his first pit stop. Tony Danza is the number 42 Howland pit.
It's exciting as it comes. See ya. Wow. So I want to thank everybody here at NASCAR. I want to thank you and the Haviland team. I'm telling you, folks, you got to come out and see NASCAR. It's really a lot of fun. I did everything. I even worked in the concession. We'll be right back.
Next, meet the latest apprentice candidate booted from the boardroom. Bradford is here. Next week, Survivor host Jeff Probst.
Last night on The Apprentice, everybody watched The Apprentice last night? Well, last night, our next guest bit the dust in the boardroom when Donald Trump said those 2 painful words. Take a look.
The problem is that Bradford made an impulsive decision, a stupid, impulsive, life-threatening decision that, frankly, if you were running a company and made that kind of a decision, you destroy that company instantaneously. Bradford, you're fired.
Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God.
Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Please welcome from The Apprentice, Bradford. Hey, man. How you doing? Nice to meet you, too. Ah, man. So, you know, the first thing that comes to mind to me, Bradford, is I think not only did you made a mistake waiving your immunity, but it wasn't Trump who got you, it was Ivana who got you, because she was asked to go with 2 or 3. Did she want to come back into the boardroom with 2 or 3?
Right.
She said 2.
Yes.
Trump got on her. She freaked. She said 3.
Yes.
And then you didn't think she would pick you as one of the 3.
No.
That's what it was.
I didn't think that. To be honest with you, you know, everyone the whole day long has asked me, why'd you waive your exemption? Why'd you waive your exemption? You know, when you're there, I was the, you know, the leader of an 8-woman team.
Right.
And as a guy, you're the outsider. I mean, you know, I mean,
to say the least.
it was very difficult. So what I thought was, what was going through my mind was, you know, I thought I just killed on that task. I mean, I was
you were the
selling.
man.
I couldn't even speak the next day.
Oh, no,
I was
you were the
killing
man.
it.
You were the man.
So I thought, you know, if I waived my exemption, it would look like I was stepping up to the plate. You know, a good leader goes to battle with his soldiers. I wasn't better than anyone at that table. Judge me for my merits.
But you didn't think you would even be in the room.
No, come on.
You figured you did such a good job, she'd let you off the hook.
Yes.
I know, that was the mistake.
I didn't think she was going to do it. And I think she didn't think, I don't think she really thought it through, because after she pulled me in when we were outside, if anybody watched last night, she says to me, don't worry about it. You did a great job. I'm going to back you up.
I know, the hook was in deep by that time, boy. Wow.
Then you're finished.
Yeah.
And then I said to her, please, you know, Donald Trump just said that was the stupidest mistake he's ever heard. You know, that's pretty much the iceberg.
You know, he said life-threatening, and not exactly life-threatening. He gets a little, you know. Anyway, you know what? I think the big mistake, though,
yes,
something that you got to learn now, Bradford. This is big.
Okay.
You know, is when you mispronounced
Carolyn's
name. Carolyn is her name. You called her Caroline.
Yeah, you know, happens.
Yeah. No, I know it happens, but
no, yes,
if looks could kill, that woman wanted you bad at that moment. That was a scary moment.
You felt the electricity that was there between us. I think there's a little love-hate thing going on. A little bit.
I see.
But no, she was a great lady. She was a great lady, and I had a tremendous experience.
So what did you think, Erica? Because, I mean, the Trini, I see now I'm slipping in.
I love it.
Because I'm talking
we
to
have to
these
know
guys.
his last name. I think if he comes to the Dancer show, we should give him...
We're not allowed to use his
Yeah,
name.
we're not.
Okay.
You're not even allowed to use his last name.
No, but you know what? I don't even have a question for you. I want to give you credit, Brad, for 2 things. You were immune in the beginning, and you still worked your tail off. So kudos to you. I think that was a good job. I do. And in the end, I think that if you're the strongest person on the team, it would be really hard to get rid of a strong member of a team in business.
See, that's
So I think it would have been hard to eliminate you. I'm on their side.
Okay, Vicini,
She's a good girl.
Yeah, but look, wait.
I'm a big fan.
She ended up here.
My whole family is like, Erica.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, oh, they love her.
Oh, well.
They love her. That was one of their favorites.
Oh, see
you got to tell them what you do. Tell them what you do. You're very successful
yourself.
Yes,
I'm an attorney in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I own my own law practice. I have a couple attorneys working for me.
Oh, good.
I do criminal defense of personal injury, and I own a building that's right downtown Fort Lauderdale where I house my practice.
Oh, it's not official bid for you.
Oh, no. I do very well. I do very well.
Now, we got Gelato here, right? They're actually, Chow Bella is going to, that's the company, they're actually going to sell these 2 flavors. Now, the flavors are red velvet cake and vanilla donut.
Vanilla donut.
I don't want to say anything. That's kind of wacky.
Well, I tasted it. It's not bad.
Really?
My flavor's better, but it's not bad.
Well, you know, we got gelato for the entire audience there. You're going to get a chance to taste it. On Bradford, catch a special presentation of The Apprentice this Saturday at 8 p.m. on NBC. Normal time, Thursdays at 9. And thank you, Bradford.
Thank you so much.
I appreciate you coming. We'll be right back. Let's try this. I'm going to have a little bit of this. How about that truck? Look at my truck. Everyone knows my next guest can report on anyone, from the presidential election to Beyonce. But I bet many of you didn't know she's an expert scrapbooker. Her new book, Creating Legacies, can teach anyone how to scrapbook. I didn't know that was a verb. But even a guy like me, please welcome Leeza Gibbons.
I love your show. I'm loving you. Hi, everybody.
Well, I love that you're here. I appreciate you coming. I do. I really do. So before we start, tell everybody why you started this, the book and the foundation and.
Oh, you're a love. This is such a passion place for me because we started Leeza Gibbons Legacies because I'm not an expert really. I'm a newbie because I began to recognize how memorable, how meaningful memories are, rather, when my mother began to lose hers. And she's in the final stages of Alzheimer's now. And so we put together Leeza Gibbons Legacies just to help you tell the story of your life. And to do it without having the intimidation of getting on a crafting aisle in a scrapbooking store and going, oh, no, I can't do it. I'm not creative. Even a guy like you've never done it before, right?
No, I've never done it.
I'm going to challenge you today.
All right. There's a lot of stuff here.
There's a lot of stuff, all of our little embellishments, but you want to celebrate all the big moments and small in your life.
Okay.
Your big moment is your show.
Well, for this week, because I got kids. Tomorrow it's going to be something else, you know.
Okay, but you could do this with your kids, too. They'll love it, especially your 11-year-old, right?
Yeah, I think she's very creative,
She'll totally
so she would
love
like
it.
that, yeah.
Okay, we took your first week of guests, including the interview you just did with Jamie Lee.
Right, Jamie
We've got
Lee.
pictures of Jamie Lee already. I'm going to ask you to make a page with her.
Okay.
I'll make a page with one of your earlier guests you had this week, Paris Hilton.
Oh, yes.
I did
That's
that
right.
Simple Life Reunion show with Paris Hilton.
Did you do it?
And let me tell you, this girl knows how to get attention. It's unbelievable.
It's unbelievable, let me tell you.
It's unbelievable.
She's my favorite heiress.
Well, yes.
Yes.
I've seen her in her pajamas.
Oh.
She travels in her pajamas with the big fuzzy slippers.
Like you said, she knows how to get attention.
I think they're
yes.
proud of it there.
All right, so let's get started. What do we do?
We have everything that you need because we think it should be easy for you. So take the cutter right here.
The cutter.
And this is a design page, you guys, so you don't have to be an expert. We pre-cut the frames for you. So you could just cut the picture anywhere you want to put it in there.
Oh, okay.
Let me give you an idea of what it could look like. We just did this one in advance so you could see what you could do. And then you can write up here, you can journal, you can put letters. Oh. Because here's what we have. We have ribbons, we have embellishments, we have beads, we have alphabets, we have tags, and anything you want to put on your page.
All right, so let me try this here. Wait, well, what about if I want, you want the picture? Oh, I see what you're saying. All right, here, so I'm cutting badly.
Okay.
Yes. I'm not cutting.
That was a malfunction. That was a technical malfunction.
Okay. Well, you know, it also looks good when you have rough edges.
That's right. You can't make a mistake. Look at the page we did of your show with Liza Minnelli. This is in the scrapbook that I'm going to give you.
Oh,
look how cute that is.
Oh, that's good.
And then we did the page with Regis. It was like a veteran talking to a veteran, different colors, different expression, and there's how you look with Regis.
Oh, and I see you do the name. You have the letters. Oh, okay.
See, this is our runner to add your adhesive. You just go quickly like this, which you can do on yours. Okay. 1, 2, 3. With Paris, we're going to put her right here.
I'm having trouble, Leeza.
Look, you're natural.
That worked, okay.
Glue stick if you really feel uncomfortable with that. We even have, this is a sticker maker, you guys. Tony, pull this through. Pull this through right here.
My finger's stuck to the picture. No, I'm kidding.
Pull this through, honey. Look how easy this is.
No, that's just...
Now look. Pull this through.
Oh, okay.
Rip it off.
Don't be laughing, everybody. This is... Hey, okay, now I'll get that.
You're good. Now, what do you want to put at the top? You want ribbon? Do you want flowers?
I was thinking of a tiara. No, I'm kidding. No, I think this.
Okay, look. Run it right through the sticker maker.
Sticker maker.
Put it here.
Yeah.
Right.
Put that in there?
Pull the other end. That's going to put adhesive automatically on the back. You're great. Look at Tony. Go, Tony.
I just broke the sticker maker.
He broke my sticker maker.
You know, it's like, you know, when you got thick fingers, it's very hard to do this kind of...
For all of you watching and people that go to your website, you're going to get 15% off all the Legacies products. You have to put in a code name. You put in the code that says Leeza Scraps, and you'll get 15% off.
I got
Here, baby, you do Paris Hilton's, okay? You're better with girls.
Oh, here, switch.
I'll
I got
switch.
stuck in the... Try to save that one.
I can. Look, you didn't mess up.
No, you're never going to get that out. I'm telling you.
We'll just throw that away. We don't even need that. We don't even need that. Forget that.
Okay.
And while you're scrapbooking...
I really didn't like that thing anyway.
Here, you know what? I could put this on you. We could put the beads right down your jacket.
No, look, I could do this. I got this here. I can
now, where do you want to put that on your page?
Where do I want to put that on my... I think right here, right?
That's beautiful.
Okay.
That's perfect. You're a natural. Look at that. See, this is celebrate your first week.
And I
have to say thank you to your show. First of all, you work with some of the best pros in the business. Of course you would. But the Tony Danza Show made a donation to our Memory Foundation so that you all could take home with you today our Reflection CD.
Oh, yeah, it's a wonderful CD. It's a wonderful CD. It's got a lot of great artists and great music. And listen, a complete scrapbook, which will include photos of all my guests from this week, will be auctioned off. And the proceeds will go to Leeza's Foundation, the Leeza Gibbons Memory Foundation. For more information, go or to bid on the scrapbook, go to my website. And thank you, Leeza. You're the greatest. I'm going to get everybody to sign it. We'll be right back, folks.
Thanks, Tony.
I want to lose them. Take my heart. I'll never use them. Say hello to Nadia Di Gelinardo, ladies and gentlemen. You know, it's the end of my first week, and I had a great time, and I wanted to share some of the highlights with you, so please take a look. Hey, hey, hey! I'm Tony Danza, and I'm in New York City, live. Well, here it is, September 13th, 2004, Monday, and welcome to our first show.
You gotta make it today. You gotta be here at 10 o'clock.
By Ed McMahon, Erica Petrini, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Regis Philbin.
I love you still. It had to be you. Around the New York, New York.
Now that's the hell of a town. The Bronx. The
That's everything. It's always great having David Copperfield on. You have to have a hot dog. And you are the Duchess of New York now. Here we are. Oh, yeah! We are in our kitchen for the first time. How are you? Hey, how are you?
So romantic.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Judge Judy. I think it's a respect thing, or you think it's just absent-minded?
I think
or the way we live, or the way we are.
I think they've got mush for brains.
Go ahead. Oh! 10,000 special edition Call Me cards. So we'll try to help you out as much as we can.
Did you have to eat your broccoli?
I miss you so much. I do, man. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you for being here, audience. I appreciate it. I want to thank all my guests, Jamie Lee Curtis, Leeza Gibbons, Bradford, my friends at Nascar, and the great Erica Petrini. Thanks to our studio audience. You've been great, folks. Thanks for watching at home. I appreciate it. I hope you come back tomorrow. So all goodbye.